Hello, everyone. I'm just up because I'm up. uh, I can't sleep late. I'm just a person that can't sleep late. If I sleep late, I just don't feel good. But I didn't get on here this morning for that. I got on here this morning because it just things that was on my heart's mind. And I wanted to share this morning. And I just wanted to prayerfully leave some words of encouragement, inspiration. I wanted to talk about something that I really was feeling the other day, just sitting and thinking about life and thinking about things that just continues to happen around the universe, as a matter of fact. And I said, you know what? Y'all, this is for real. It's like God just dropped it in my spirit. Like he just snuck in the back door and blessed me. Let me say that again. He just snuck in the back door and blessed me. And you know what? He done the same thing for you. He said, don't worry about all this stuff that's going on. I know it can be discouraging. I know it can knock you off track. I know it can make you seem like life is not worth it. But guess what? I done snuck in your back door and I done left a blessing. And you know what? That blessing is you woke up with a peace of mind, in your right mind. You woke up with the use of your own limbs. Didn't nobody have to get you up. You got yourself up. He gave you strength so you can mobilize yourself. You got the use of your limbs. And some of us don't have full 100% use. But you know what? What we got, we still pushing. He can give you just enough to push and to keep going. I love that. I love God, how he drop things in your spirit and make you feel so magnificent about no matter what's going on, I'm still being blessed. God, not just my back door. God he done come through your back door. What's that back door? That side of life you wasn't even watching because you were so busy looking at what wasn't happening for you that God came in there and showed you in your life all of your blessings. You might not be where you want to be, but thank God that you're not where you used to be. One of my nieces, she had posted something that I saw this morning when I woke up, and I just had to respond because so many of us are dealing with this. And I'm telling you, this is all about God still coming in through your back door, and he dropping in some blessings on you. I'm just talking this morning. I'm just praying that this will touch somebody that might need it. And hey, if you don't need it, that's all right too. But see, God said it, and when he put anything in me, when he put anything in you, you got to push that stuff out. You got to have that baby. You got to have that baby. And it don't matter who don't like it. It don't matter who don't understand it. That is God blessing you in a mighty way that don't nobody have to understand it. Don't nobody have to like it. Don't nobody have to be able to break that thing down to see what you really talking about, because you just talking about what God talking about because God put that on your heart to say it. And y'all better start pushing some stuff out. See, you're holding stuff in, and you know that when you push it out, that's a blessing from God. When you push stuff out, that's a blessing from God because he gave you something to say, to speak out into the universe. God came in your back door. He came in your back door yesterday and left you a blessing. He came in your back door the day before and left you a blessing. He came in your back door this morning and left you a blessing. So pick your head up and keep smiling and stop worrying about what the world trying to tell you, that you are not nothing, that you are not worthy, that you don't belong, because yes, you do. Because if you didn't deserve the things that you got going on in your life, let me tell you something. God wouldn't keep coming in your back door dropping off blessings. My niece, let me go back to that. And see, God put that out there in my mind so I could wake up to that this morning. And she was talking about parenting and how much as she reared her kids, one thing about it, that she loved them. That's one out of everything. And she taught them the best that she could. And she loved them. And she just want them to know that. And I'm going to tell her this morning, she might not even be up right now. But that touched my heart because God said to tell her, hey, you did the best that you could, like all of us do when we are parents. We don't know which direction our children gonna take. We just do the best we can with what we got, with what we've learned over the years on how to parent a child. It's not easy. But the best thing I will say to her, the best thing that you have given them is your time and your love and most of all your wisdom. Kids don't always tell us that. Some of us, I don't care how old we get, we always finding something that we think and feel that we didn't do right by our children. But let me tell you this morning, God said you did the best with what you had. Let me say that again. You did the best with what you had. You did the best with what you knew. You gave the best with what you were provided with. And because you did the best and you gave the best, they are still here today. Because you did that. You fed them when they couldn't feed themselves. You ministered, and I'm not talking about preacher, because every time you say minister, everybody talking about, oh, now they talking about preacher. No. Something that my late husband told me as a pastor of over 32 plus years. He said, sweetie, everybody got some ministry in them. Ministry don't mean standing up behind a pulpit. Ministry don't mean that's where you trying to go. Ministry means that God gave each and every one of us some words that he placed in us every day to share with the word. Because the man of God cannot just do it all by himself. He got some other people that's out there that carries the word of God, that continues to inspire and encourage one another. That's what we're supposed to do. But we're so busy trying to tear somebody down and pick apart what somebody didn't do. And God say, don't worry about that, because I'm going to keep coming through your back door and dropping off some blessings. I'm going to do it. Not Electra, not Joanne, not nobody else. Not Mary, not Chris, not them. There's a lot of people we can name. Think of some people in your life that you can name, that you think they just drop me off a blessing. God say, it ain't none of them, because them blessings that I'm giving you, I'm coming through your back door and dropping off blessings in your life. I'm giving you life when you felt like you didn't even have life. I'm giving you life when you felt like you didn't even want to live no more. I'm providing you with oxygen that nobody else can give you. I provide that. I provide your sight. I provide the oxygen and the breathing that you are able to carry out every day. When you sitting there worrying about somebody else, people every day, some people wake up every day trying to tear you down. Some people wake up every day just hating the fact that you made it. You made it. And the only reason why you made it is because God came in through the back door and dropped off a blessing. So I'll say this to my niece and any other parent that's out there, or grandparent, or aunt, or uncle, whoever out there raising children to the best of their ability. You did it to the best of your ability. You worked with what you had. Don't you never doubt yourself. Because if your kids are still here today, you still can look at them and say, I done my best. Because you gave them what you had, which was wisdom. See, we want to move that to the side so easily, but wisdom counts. Wisdom is a big factor in life, because let me tell you something. As a mother, as a father, nobody's voice will ever sound like yours to your child. And your children don't want to lose that. They never want to lose that. Your children always want to hear your voice. I don't care what you say. Your children always want to hear your voice. Because guess what? When your children can't hear your voice, they feel like their world have ended. And you can take that like you want to. I'm just speaking truth this morning. I'm just speaking what God laid on my heart. And I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it if that's the last thing I do. If this the last time I talk. God is dropping all blessings in your back door. And your blessing is your children. That's your blessings. You done your best. And your kid know you done your best. And I'm going to tell you something. Let me just say this right quick. They said, in the mind of a child, the last thing, even if they take their last breath while you still here, the most valuable thing to them in their mind is their mama. And you know what? I heard Al Sharpton break that thing down. I heard it in passing one time by Dick Gregory when he was talking. I was looking at one of his videos. But then lately, when George Floyd, when they had him down on that ground with their knee on his neck, he hollered, "Mama! Mama! Mama!" That's what your children do. They don't holler for nobody else. Even to that man's last breath, he hollered, "Mama!" And his mama probably didn't even know that she loved him like that. He loved her like that. Your boys and your girls, they love you like that. They cried out to you when something happened. Even when they do stuff and they know they didn't do the right stuff, they cried, "Mama! Mama, you taught me. Mama, you did your best. Mama, I love you." I know you don't hear me. Because I'm not saying it out loud to you. But I love your mama. Can't you hear your kids saying that? Well, just think about yourself and who your child is. Mama, I love you. Mama, I thank you for everything that you done for me. Mama, and sometimes just thinking about it. Even when I was a young girl coming up and doing some of the things I know I shouldn't have been doing, in my mind I was saying, "Mama, I'm so sorry I did that thing. I know if you knew about it, you would be so displeased. But Mama," and I don't have my mama no more. And I don't have my daddy no more. But sometimes when I'm going through something, when life gets so heavy, I find myself saying, "Mama, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean when you say, when you give your best, how people turn their back on you. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. When people let you down, people that you thought would stick with you, and you knew without a shadow of a doubt, you in your mind, you thought they would stick with you. But let me tell you this morning, ain't nobody gonna stick with you like mama gonna stick with you. Ain't nobody gonna do that. And as your children, whoever you are this morning, your children, as they go through life, no matter how old they get, let me tell you something, they crying out to you, not in a bad way all the time, but they saying, "Mama, I wish you know how much I really love you. I wish you know how much I really love you. I wish you knew that. I wish you knew that the day that some of us that have lost our mamas, that I wish you knew that I didn't do everything exactly like you told me to do it. But I made sure that some of the things that I did that I knew that would break your heart, that they didn't get to you. So I took the fall for it. I took the pain for it. And I held it on the inside. But you mama, You are mama. And I just couldn't hurt you like that. Because I know if I told you what I was really doing, I know that would hurt you. Let me tell every parent this morning, God's still sneaking in the back door. He coming through the back door in your life, dropping off blessings. Dropping off blessings. He said, you've been the best parent that you could be. You've been the best sister you could be. You've been the best father you could be. Everything that you were supposed to be in the roles that you were supposed to be in, you've been your best at it. Because you only done what you knew to do. You was only working with what you had. But the biggest role, and I heard my late husband say this, the biggest role, the most powerful role in the family is mama. Because if something go wrong with mama, something wrong with the whole house. If mama go down, something wrong with the whole house. Because mama's presence, get this now, mama's presence keeps everything functioning. Mama's presence make your kids fight another day. Mama's presence makes dad want to do the best that he can. Mama's presence. Y'all better get this now. Y'all better get this, because see, we just playing with this thing. We just playing with this thing. We don't understand how much we are loved. And it ain't got to be Mother's Day. Look here. God put this on my heart. I'm going to tell it to you. God might not even tell it to you past the day. But as long as he give me a voice to talk, I'm going to say it. And as long as he keep putting these babies in my stomach to birth out. And when I say babies, I'm talking about his word. And he don't just do it for me. He do it for you too. He do it for you too. He do it for you too. Get off the sideline. Hold your head up. Straighten your back up. Stop worrying about what people got to say about you. Stop worrying about people got to say about your parenting. Got to say about your sisterhood. Got to say about what you got and what you don't got. Who cares? I don't care what somebody else got. I don't pay nobody else's bills. Because some folk got a whole lot of stuff they can't even afford because they try to be an image in front of somebody else that don't even care about them. We trying to impress people that don't even like us. They don't even like us. And we're trying to impress them. And God say, I keep coming through your back door and I keep dropping all blessings and you keep trying to impress somebody else. And the people that really love you, you ain't even got to impress them because they just love you. Your children just love you. They really do. They really do. Parenting don't come with instructions. Tell that to the young people. Tell that to your children that got children so that they'll understand and they'll tell it to their children. Parenting does not come with instructions. You doing the best that you can. You feeding them and growing them up and providing them with the necessary things in life. So hold your head up, straighten your back up, and walk with pride. You ain't got to have $1 million salary to love your children. Because let me tell you something. When mama is not here, no longer on this side, a child will feel like they lost everything. Your wisdom for your children is the most precious gift you're going to ever give them. You can take that one to the bank. Your wisdom is what they need. Your conversation is what they need. Talking to them and letting them know, I don't care how far you go in life, mama right here with you. I don't care what you do, I don't care how bad somebody might think it is. Mama right here with you. And we can talk about it. And I ain't going to turn on you. And I'm not going to say one thing in your face and go behind your back and say something else. I'm going to be right there with you because I'm mama. I heard a young man that's been in prison. He was at a life sentence, really for something that he didn't do. But he said, when I went to prison, listen to me carefully here. When I went to prison, before I went in the courtroom. And I looked around. And I saw my mama sitting there. Out of everybody that I called friend, that I called buddy, when I looked around, the only one sitting in that courtroom was my mama. She had tears in her eyes, but she was sitting right there. And wasn't nobody with her. Wasn't nobody with her. She was by herself, sitting there, supporting me. And as a grown man, he said, I was 23 years old. As a grown man, and I said, and I looked around and said, Mama, can you help me? Mama, I'm sorry, but Mama, can you help me? This man is 23 years old. And he a witness today. Don't you never, ever think your child is looking for your money. Your child is looking for your love and your wisdom, and they need you, and I don't care how old they get. Mama, because when something wrong with mama, something wrong with everybody, something wrong with everything. Your children love you because you mama. You know how you loved your mama. You know, those of us who have left our mama, still the things in our head that she taught us, they don't never go nowhere. And every now and then, when we get lonely and feel like everybody has walked out on us, what's the first thing you say? Mama, I wish you was here. I wish I could talk to you. I wish I could take a walk with you. I wish I could sit on the side of the house with you. I wish I could hear your laughter again. I wish I could hear your jokes. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Because ain't nobody like mom. Ain't nobody like mom. And it brings tears to my eyes. Sometimes when I look at the different shows on television, I watch 48 Hours a lot. And I'm watching 14 and 15 and 16-year-old boys get in trouble. Don't even know how they got there because somebody done came along and filtrated themselves into their lives and influenced them to do some things that they don't even understand. And you got a 14-year-old child getting 20 and 30 years for murders, and they don't even understand how they got there. And guess what they say? Can I just see my mama? Don't ask for nobody else. Can I just see my mama? Don't you never doubt your worth. I'm telling every mother this morning, don't you never doubt your worth. Because the last person your children gonna call out to is mom. Mom. That's your best friend. You are their best friend. They just don't know how to tell it to you. So they try to show you in different ways. You the best. You are amazing. But you got to remember this. You can only do what God gives you the ability to do. We don't do everything. We don't do everything. And we would be lying if we say we did. That God has commissioned us to do. But he still come in the back door and drop off blessings. He's still coming in the back door, dropping off blessings. Yes, he does. So you as a parent, you as a mother, you as a father, whatever role that you are in, Let me tell you something. These young people, they need you. If you 50 and your child is 30, they still need you. You know what they need about you? They need your wisdom. They need your understanding. They need your love. They need your forgiveness. They need your insight. Everything that they need, God done already put it in you because he worked through human agency, right? So everything that your children need, God already put it in you. And before I get off this morning, I'm going to tell y'all something. Stop letting the alphabets of your life control your life. Let me say that again. I'm going to say this quick and I'm going to get off here. Hey, stop allowing the alphabets in life control your life. Because if you let A control your life, B going to come in. A going to start out with some anger. All right? B gonna start out with betrayal because you're gonna feel like everybody trying to betray you. Then C gonna come in and it's gonna be like corruption. Stop at A. Stop at A. Get them alphabets out your head because they're gonna mess you up. And you're gonna stop seeing what God doing and you're gonna start looking at what people in this world trying to do to you. And Lord have mercy, a lot of us dealing with discouragement. Oh my, we just dealing with that. We on 100 with discouragement. Stop them alphabets in your mind. Because most of the times they ain't packing nothing but negativity. That's it. That's it. So anyways, I birthed that out this morning. I'm so grateful to God for the things that he do in my life. I'm so grateful to him. I'm so grateful to him for it. I'm so grateful to him always placing things in my heart's mind to push out. And I tell you, like on my podcast, I always tell people when they come on, stop hiding your story. That's my philosophy. Stop hiding your story. Keep talking about it. Even if you never came on my podcast, you got a story. Tell somebody. Encourage somebody. Inspire somebody. And just keep telling them. Because guess what? People need your story. People need your story. So anyways, that I've given birth to that. I'm all right now this morning. So let me get off of here because I know God, not just for me, but for you too. He gonna bring he bringing in some blessings through your back door. All right? Y'all have a wonderful day. Keep smiling. You are loved. You are loved. And you have done your best. Because when something wrong with mama, something wrong with everything. All right? Bye-bye.